Hello and welcome to Oto Mondays! Today's tea party flavor is smooches! No, just kidding. Today's flavor is, tea screeching at fictional men. Please adjust the volume a little again, cause I'm dumb and don't know how to adjust. Whatever. Someday I'll learn. But today is not that day. Today is... well, that might be too soft now. Haha. Okay, well, anyways. We're gonna go back to playing with Cindy. Because Cindy's a dum-dum, and so is T, and together we're extra dumb. So we're gonna continue where we left off, which was here. Because I remembered to save. Okay. Sippy sip of water and let's dive into Oto Monday. Later, after things had settled down, I was in the kitchen making dinner. What's on the menu for tonight? Butter fried fish. Are you a person? No, you wish. Am I supposed to be... is that supposed to go to a melody I know? I mean... I didn't realize it was supposed to be a song. Sorry. I mean, what the... how long have you been standing there? I whirled around to find Cinderella leaning against the doorframe, watching me. Kill me now. Or maybe don't. Maybe you just step out of the room and we'll pretend that this didn't happen. Anyways, how will anyone take me seriously now that you've heard me making silly dinner time songs about butterfried fish? Next time, say something when you walk in. Yep, tonight we're having... What? Cinderella offering help? Who are you? And what did you do with the real Cindy? He walked up beside me and pointed to the taro roots I was planning to use in the sauté. You'll help me? Do you still feel bad about me getting slapped? Is that it? I suddenly just remembered that was a thing that happened last game. Is that it? Do you feel bad about me being slapped? Alright, well, thank you so much. I can hardly believe it. Do you cook often? Okay, well, thank goodness. At least you won't somehow burn the roots while peeling them. I don't know how you would do that, but I feel like that would be a trope someone would come up with. He picked up a chef's knife and began to peel the taro with a practiced hand. Oh-ho. Whoa, you're so good at it! I'm getting Fruits Basket flashbacks. You're so good at making rice balls, Kyokyo! And you have such great hands, too. Your fingers are long and slender. Okay, butterfried. He's like, not the singing, no, the cooking. Oh. Boo. Oh, alrighty then. Okay, I do go back to singing. Splish, splash, splishy, splashy, fishy, fish. Where for art thou, Mr. Fish? Well, now that the fish is out of the net. Well, I was, but now that you've found out, I've got nothing left to lose. Yurika and I have the same brain cells. I say something and then she immediately says it afterwards. It's like, okay. Oh, but please don't tell anyone I like to sing when I do chores, okay? All the time. Quack, quack. Oh, I know what this is. I've triggered your event flag. You've fallen for my charms, haven't you? Yeah, duh. It's another way of saying I'm unique, isn't it? In contrast with my high spirits, Cinderella was decidedly unenthused. Hi, Ane! What's for dinner? You having anything yummy? Right now, T in the game is making dinner too. She's making butter fried fish. And I'm having water. I had a feeling I knew what had motivated him to help me with dinner, but I didn't mind. I was just happy he offered it all, though a little weirded out. Our conversation petered out, and for a while we simply continued our work in silence until... Meatballs on butter noodles with Parmesan. Oh, that sounds so yummy. Ah, do enjoy. That sounds delicious. Are the meatballs homemade or did you get them pre-shaped? To make you question yourself, Cindy. Okay, appreciate that's still fair. Meatballs are yummy either way. But yes, sounds delicious. Do enjoy. His tone was quiet. He was, of course, referring to the incident with the older woman. Why do you ask? I mean, do I need a reason? I glanced at him out of the corner of my eye. He seemed focused on peeling those taro roots. He was too embarrassed. I wasn't a random observer. I'm your employee and you're my boss, and she was a guest. Because I felt like it. I wanted you to question everything. Oh, whose best interests were you thinking of when you shielded Cinderella? No one. Neither. Neither. I'm gonna save, but I'm gonna say neither. I wasn't doing it for any one person in particular. My body just sort of moved on autopilot. I guess I couldn't bear to sit idly by any longer. She was serious about you, you know. I stared down at my hands. Huh? His tone was incredulous. Evidently, he was completely clueless. Are you sure about that? I've got the sense she really wanted your your affection. But she didn't take your ring. At this point, I stopped what I was doing and turned to face him. I think I'm gonna give you that slap now, with interest. If you honestly believe that, I feel sorry for her. She's the one you ought to apologize to, not me. In fact, I don't care about you making it up to me anymore. Go apologize to her right now. I said right now, mister. Before I knew it, I was shouting. Huh? Yes, right now. You get no dinner until you apologize. Yes, literally. I can finish prepping dinner by myself. And if you don't go see her right now, I'm not letting you have any. Exactly. Eureka! Why are you in my brain? She's in my brain. Is she really... Am I really her? No food for you! Cinderella stared blankly back at me. I clutched the butter-fried fish to my chest. It burned my fingers. It's my fish now! Then finally... It doesn't make me happy to see you go apologize. It just makes me happy to inconvenience you. With that, he set down his half-peeled taro and left the kitchen. That's the spirit. Safe travels out there. 7 hours later, he never returned. As soon as Gretel walked into the kitchen, he stopped short. He said he was going to step out for a bit, hee hee.
そうですか。
Mm-hmm. Hey, love you, you're so cute. You're so cute. It's just the two of us. Oh, wow. It's just all alone in this kitchen together. Anything could happen. Yeah, like dinner. Dinner could happen. Dinner is happening. Sounded entirely uninterested. He sounded entirely uninterested. Instead, he walked to the dinner table and took a seat. Cool. Though Cinderella claimed he was only going out for a bit, that was over an hour ago and he still hadn't returned. I'm worried he got lost. Obviously, I knew they would need some time to talk it out, but I was starting to get worried. Mostly because they were both short-tempered. You eat without me, Gretel. I've got somewhere I need to be. Where? Do you even know where to go? As soon as I served him his portion, I flung off my apron and dashed outside. Where'd you go, Cinderella? I looked all around, but I didn't see him anywhere. I exhaled into my hands and rubbed them together. Sound effects. Our town was a summer resort town, after all. Even in early winter, the nights were always freezing cold. I knew I could just go back into the cafe, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. Instead, I waited out front for Cinderella. And then 12 more hours passed. This is so strange. Just a short while ago, I had no idea who Cinderella even was, and now I was fretting over him like a mother hen. The sudden change of heart felt a little intense, but not in a bad way per se.
Alice.
Oh, there you are. The sudden voice snapped me back to my senses. Oh, welcome back, Cinderella. Caught off guard, my voice went up an octave. Oh, welcome back, Cinderella! Like that? I think that was a little too high.
あんた、こんなところで何やってんだ? もしかして、俺を待ってたのか?
Why? Does it make your heart beat? Does it give you the doki dokis? その通り. Not that I could admit it, of course, so instead I just smiled vaguely. No, of course not. I was just, taking out the trash. I didn't want him to think I was some kind of creepy weirdo after all. That would totally ruin my vibe, even though I am a creepy weirdo. I just crawl into the trash can, don't mind me. Anyway, dinner's ready. Gretel might have finished eating by now, but I'll eat with you. I turned on my heel.
Oh.
You feeling awkward there, Cindy? Oh, all of a sudden he grabbed my hand. What is it? Startled, I turned back to find him staring at me, his expression dead serious. I mean, it's cold outside. I just washed my hands with cold water before I came outside. My hands are always cold. Yeah, there we go. I just have poor circulation, that's all. Nope. You can't make me say anything. Nope. Apparently he had seen right through me. I was worried. I tilted my head in a show of uncertainty. I mean, okay, fine, but also fuck you. Stop suddenly becoming attractive. I don't like you. Hi, good. I don't know. Was it something serious? Because you seem in a much more dreary mood. I can't pretend I'm not curious, but I know it's none of my business. I averted my gaze awkwardly.
告白されたよ。好きだったってな。
I fucking told you, dude. I told you. What did I tell you? Did she? He closed his eyes. His usual tough guy facade was gone. Chin up, Cinderella. You're a good-looking guy. I'm sure tons of people fall for you at first sight. I smiled and squeezed his hand. Squeeze, squeeze. I couldn't imagine what she must have said to him, but at least I was here to cheer him up.
まあな。俺がかっこいいのは当たり前だろ。
Well, yeah, everybody could see how cool you are. There you go. That's the Cinderella we know and love. Let's go inside. I'll make you some nice hot soup. No? Yes? Maybe? And 1 hour later.
謝りに来た?
Oh, 1 hour earlier.
ああ、そうだよ。
You sound very enthusiastic about apologizing, Cindy.
おかしい。どうせあの子に言われてきたんでしょ。わかりやすい。
Yeah, I know. He's very obvious.
やっぱり来るんじゃなかった。
待ちなさい。
I still want the apology, bitch.
なんだよ。
謝るんでしょ。なら謝って。
Apologize.
あの時嘘をついて悪かったな。
That's it? That's all?
そう。
とりあえずそういうことだ。じゃあな。
正直謝られた方が屈辱だわ。
Oh?
は？
あの子も憎らしいほど計算高いわね。これってひっぱたいたお返しなのかしら。それともあれが天然なの？わけがわからないって顔してるから。私はね、
Oops.
あなたのことが好きだったの。
好きだったのか？
鈍感。そうに決まってるでしょ。でなけりゃ待ったりわざわざ押しかけたりするもんですか。
いやでもあんたは金目当てで。
確かにお金は魅力的よ。貧乏と金持ちだということ以外同スペックだったとしたら普通は金持ちを選ぶわ。
I mean, that's probably fair.
でもね、そういうのに関係なくこの人の方がいいなとかそういうことってあるでしょ。
Yeah.
あなたのことも同じよ。金持ちの友達くらい私の周りにはいっぱいいるわ。でもその中であなたと話してあなたのことがいいなって思ったのよ。それなのにあなたは私の気持ちに気づかないどころか踏みにじってあげく私に謝りに来るのも自らの意思じゃなくて他人に言われたからって。
Oh, yikes. Yeah, okay. That is more of an upsetting burn.
それってすっごく失礼よ。
I'm sorry.
ごめん。
もういいわよ。まあ私があなたを好きになったのだってお金目当てなわけじゃないとも言い切れないし。しかしムカつくわね。あの子私を侮辱することになるって分かっててやったんだわ。
I'm not that vindictive.
あんたへの同情じゃないのか？
そこまで私に言わせるの？
いや。
まあいいわ。言ってあげる。
No, don't reveal my secret!
あの子が謝ってこいと諭したのなんて私への同情なわけないじゃない。
Oh,
あなたに分からせるためでしょ。あなたのことを好きだという女がいる。 あなたはお金持ちだから魅力的なんじゃなく、
Okay.
あなた自身だからこそ魅力的なんだって。
I thought she was gonna out me like, that bitch is in love with you. And I'd be like, no, please, don't tell him.
そんなことでか。
Duh.
そうよ、そんなことよ。
俺に？
そうよ、あなたのためよ。私はそのための踏み台にされたってわけ。あ、もう悔しいったらありゃしない。
Time to actually slap him. Go! I'm not in the way this time.
しかもあなたが私に興味がないってことも全部織り込み済み。私だってあなたがこんなバカでニブチンな男だと知ってたら好きになんてならなかったわ。
I mean, that's fair.
そうだよな。
でもそんなバカな男を好きだと言ってくれる奇特な女もいるわ。
Oh no, she's subtly outing
捕まえ
me.
て大事にしなさい。
Stop. He's too dense to get the clue. What's the matter? You've been zoning out for a while. All through dinner, Cinderella had been eerily quiet. He turned and looked into my eyes.
あんたってさ、実は性格悪かったりするの？
Dude, I'm a gremlin. I'm chaotic by nature. What? It was such a random question. Oh, hi B. Might not be able to stay super late because oh, that's totally fair. I'm only gonna be doing this stream till like 9, so like another hour and a half. Just because I wake up at 5, so I feel that early mornings are rough. It was such a random question, I couldn't help but stare back in confusion. Where did that come from? Oh god, are you delirious from fever or something? Oh yeah, long drives are the worst. Please do make sure that you are fully awake. I don't want anything to happen to you, B. I wish you safe travels. Now that I thought about it, Cinderella had been walking around outside with a coat on. Perhaps he'd without a coat on, so perhaps he'd come down with something. Yeah, coffee puts me to sleep too, which is sad. If not that, then have I been causing problems for you without realizing it? Are you gonna fire me?
別に。ただ、なんとなく思っただけだ。
なんとなく. You were just casually wondering if I was secretly evil?
ああ。
Uh-huh. Okay, now I'm really starting to think I've been causing problems. I reached out to check his temperature, but he swatted my hand away.
今の発言は失言だった。忘れろ。っていうか忘れてください。
No can do, it's stuck in my brain, on loop like a record. Okay, done, fine. Memory deleted. What's wrong, dude? He sighed wearily.
仮のことだけどさ。
Oh, you mean my wish? What trump card? I tilted my head innocently.
平手からかばってもらっただろう。
Oh, that trump card. Oh, right. I don't really need...
明日から俺も店で働く。それでチャラだからな。
Who are you? Who are you? What did you do with the real Cindy? What's going on? You're not a selfish asshole. What is happening? He's changing. He's changing into a decent human being. Oh no, he's becoming attractive. I mean, you mean it?
あんたみたいな女に弱みを見られるのが嫌なんだよ。結局料理を手伝うのも中途半端になっちまったしな。
For a hot second, I thought I know your type was wasn't him talking about me. I thought he was talking about, I know the kind of man you're attracted to. Wink. I was gonna be like, uh-oh. Don't tell Red. Keep him away. Don't tell Red and don't tell Gretel. I see. So that's why you randomly offered to help with dinner. To repay your debt to me. I cackled mischievously. I already knew this, of course, but it was still nice to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. What, do you not like being called a horse? Of course, of course. I'm sure your brothers will be ecstatic. And as for me, I can't wait to rub elbows with you. Boop, boop. I, like, smack his elbow with my elbow. Ding! Oh no, he's smiling! Stop it! Don't be cute! That's illegal! I'll call Red, he'll put you under arrest even though he's not a real cop. The next day.
いらっしゃいませ。こちらの席へどうぞ。
Oh!
ご注文が決まりましたらお呼びください。
Wow, you are stiff. Also, what is that getup? Sure enough, Cinderella showed up to work just like he said he would.
シンデレラ兄さんが真面目に働いてる。
I know, Gretel. I'm so sorry, but hell is frozen over.
あの人、敬語使えたんだね。しかも笑顔だ。うさんくさくて気持ち悪い。
I love this. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, the peanut gallery was in full force. What, really? I think it's charming. I was busy prepping an order. And yet, for some reason, I couldn't stop smirking.
あなた、何を言ったんですか？
About what?
とぼけないでください。昨日兄さんと二人きりで何か話してましたよね。
Oh, right, that. I clapped my hands together in a show of understanding. I didn't say anything particularly noteworthy, just that I wanted him to put in an effort with the rest of us. And I said, pretty please.
まああなたに追求したところであぐらかされるのは分かっていましたけど。
What gave it away? I didn't do anything special, honest.
君はそう言うけれど、あの人の気まぐれの原因は今のところすべて君にある。
Oh, no, don't flatter me like that. You'll give me a big ego. I have. ほ。
おいこら、何サボってんだ。俺が、この俺が、こうして働いてやってるんだから、お前らもちゃんとやれ。
Excuse you, I'm putting together a order.
おいアリス、3番テーブルの客がエスプレッソとサラミサンドだとよ。
Espresso and salami. He whacked me with the empty tray in his hands. Smack! I fell to the floor. I have a concussion. I'm bleeding out. It's all your fault. Okay, now don't forget to smile, Cinderella. Smile. I use my index fingers to turn up the corners of my lips. Jeez.
ああ、はいはい。いいか。これで借りはチャラだからね。
Of course. Cinderella went back out into the dining area and I hurried after him. I know.
何があって、どういう心境の変化が起こったのかは分かるようで分からないですけど。まあいいですよ。しばらくは遊びに付き合ってあげます。シンデレラ兄さんが他人にへりくだっている姿を見られるなんてとても面白いですから。
I'm gonna boop the button. You can't see my cursor, but I'm clicking on Snow's button.
グレーテル。
Button. Oh, bye bye button. That night, I made Cinderella a cup of coffee to help keep his energy levels up. You did some great work out there today.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. He took a sip of coffee and looked down at the ledger on the counter. We keep getting more and more customers these days, don't we?
まあな、初めのうちは呼び込みだとかめんどくせえこともしたけどな。
Well, you won't have to do that anymore. They'll come for the great food and drinks. I thought back over the past few days and giggled. Hee hee.
甘いな。んなのんきなこと言ってると他の店に客取られるぞ。客は新しいもの好きだからな。今は目新しいうちに来てるかもしれねえが、新しい店ができたらそっちに流れる。
Isn't that just your shopping habits? I like going to the same place I know where there's things I like. I guess we still don't hold a candle to our competition, huh? Deep down, I was burning with ambition to turn this place into the next Stardust or Dunkin' Donuts.
絶対に追い抜いてやる。
Okay.
つってもこれ以上忙しくなるのはごめんだぜ。
Haha, you tired. How's it feel working an actual shift, huh? It's a different kind of feeling, but you'll learn to hate it. If you don't already. He stretched his arms wide, groaning in exhaustion. I wiggled my fingers at him, silently offering to give him a massage, but instead he stared at me intently. What? Is there something on my face? Do my fingers look like worms when I wiggle them? I continued to wiggle my fingers hopefully. Except the worms! Except the worms!
なあ、あんた辛くないのか？
Of what?
朝から掃除に洗濯、食事の支度に店の準備、夜は夜で食事の支度に次の日の店の準備。
Real me. Real life me. I would never manage to do all of that in one day. Never. But anime protagonist me totally can, because that's what the game says I can do.
少しくらい手を抜くかと思ったが、店の中も家もあんたが来る前より綺麗になってる。
Ho ho ho, 'tis the power of an anime protagonist.
毎日毎日そんなに働いて辛いと思わないのかよ。
I get burned out just thinking about that. Are you worried about me? I widened my eyes in exaggerated display of surprise. Wah!
真剣に聞いてるんだよ。
Normally he'd always take the bait, but not this time. No, I'm not tired. I'm sorry about the dogs in the backyard. I don't know if you could probably hear them. It's Ben. He's being a noisy butt munch! Benji, hush hush. No, Ben. I lowered my hands back to my sides. I mean, it's by no means easy, and sometimes I struggle, but I'm having a ton of fun. Honestly, I've never felt so fulfilled in all my life.
今までどんなつまんない日々を送ってきたんだか。
If I think work is fun, imagine what I think is boring. I smiled. Maybe I'm just a little used to it by now, since I've been cooking and cleaning for most of my life.
貧乏人感覚だな。
You'll see. Perhaps, but to be fair, I haven't worked here all that long. And honestly, every day is so hectic that I don't really have time to feel tired, you know?
そっか。
That's why I'm exhausted. Cinderella looked away and started to mess around with the items on the table. I mean, all I'm really doing is making drinks and adding ingredients to some bread we ordered from the bakery.
抜ける手は抜いてるってことか。
Don't add more to my plate. I will drop the plate. Exactly. I nodded, smiling brightly.
正直だな。
He snorted at me like a pig. I've got Gretel and Snow White helping me.
ああ、なんだかんだでな。
They sure do. And you too! He froze perfectly still, as if time itself had stopped. I looked over my shoulder to see if Mr. Wizard had walked in. You always run yourself ragged late into the night, and I appreciate that. I made sure to express my gratitude for all his efforts. Because I knew the truth. I knew he'd been pulling strings with his connections to keep the cafe busy. And each night after he came home, he would carefully check the stock to see if we were running low on anything, then quietly replace it a few days later. Though his younger brothers only ever saw him as a lazy jerk, deep down, I knew he was a hard worker with a heart of gold.
ただの気まぐれだ。いつまでも続かねえよ。
His gaze dropped to his hands as he spoke. Do you see that happening anytime soon?
この店は将来的に売りに出すつもりなんだ。
That would defeat the purpose of everything we're trying to achieve.
ああ、そうだ。
Once again, he refused to look me in the eye. The coward. Well, even if we're only doing it on a temporary whim, that doesn't mean we should slack off. Besides, as I said, I'm having a lot of fun right now. That in itself is what motivates me to keep going.
あんたは呆れるほど前向きだな。
That's just how they wrote me. Yep, life's more fun that way, you know? At this, he finally turned to look at me.
確かにそうだな。あんたの言う通りだ。
Ow, my chair is so noisy. His soft smile made my heart skip a beat. Reflexively, I looked down, hoping to hide the pink in my cheeks. Oh, wow. When I did, I caught sight of the thing Cinderella had been messing around with. It was a little glass figurine. It's so pretty!
そうか?
Duh, that's why I said it. He held it up between his fingers, staring at it. Yes, definitely. Did you buy it from somewhere? Come to think of it, that display window we'd seen on our date together had little glass figurines too. He'd shown me that same soft smile back then. The memory made my body flush even hotter.
まあな。なあ、あんたはこれが何に見える?
Huh? Oblivious to the delicate inner workings of my heart, Cinderella turned the conversation to me. I peered down carefully at the object in his palm. It had what appeared to be a small head and a big round body. Some sort of animal? But what's that weird pointy bump on his face? It's a snowman! Oh, no? Oh, a small head, a round body, and a point on its face. Is it a bird? It's a bird, right? Is it a dove? It's not a bird. Cinderella fell silent. Is that a no? I was pretty confident I was right, but maybe not. Then after a pause.
これ、あんたにやるよ。
Are you gonna tell me what it is? Was I right? He took my hand and set the figurine in my palm. Huh? I hadn't been expecting that. I blinked. Was this a gift? Why are so many choices coming right now? Yes? Are you sure?
ああ、そんな一文の価値もねえものでいいんなら。
It's not worthless. I love it. Thank you so much. I'll treasure it for as long as I live. I gingerly cradled the little glass ornament to my chest.
一生って大げさだな。
I'm not exaggerating. It's my treasure now. It goes in the hoard. He smirked. I need it. I'm gonna put it on my shelf with all my little shiny click clacks and dice.
そんなもんで喜ぶなんて安い女だなあんた。
Don't call me cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm economical.
どっちも褒め言葉じゃねえよ。
Big difference. Fuck you. I was so tickled I couldn't stop smiling. Best day ever! What? But this joy was fleeting, for that was the moment I suddenly remembered. Cinderella?
どうした？
I swallowed the words on the tip of my tongue and smiled instead. Never mind, it's nothing. Wait, what did I remember?
変なやつだな。
How's he gonna feel when he finds out we're supposed to get married? This was a temporary whim. And not just the cafe either. My whole life here was tenuous at best. And if he found out I was his prospective fiance, it would be over in an instant. Okay, that was what she was thinking of. You're in too deep now, Yurika. I should have just said it. I collapsed onto my bed and buried my face in my pillow. Every day was hectic yet fulfilling. I enjoyed interacting with the customers and working with Cinderella and his brothers. But at the same time, I knew it was all built on a web of lies, and like a house of cards, it could all come tumbling down at any moment. I'd only need to say 4 words. I'm actually your fiancé. I knew it wasn't nice to lie to him, but at the same time, I knew being honest would result in someone getting hurt. The second I revealed my true identity, our existing relationship would fall apart. I stood nothing to gain from it. He'd either be shocked or annoyed, or angry, or he'd straight up hate my guts. Everything was teetering precariously on the edge. One wrong move and it would shatter, just like the glass figurine. I held the little ornament in my hands. No matter whether I chose to tell him or not, with the way things stood now, he was never going to fall in love with me. Nah, he might already be in love with you, though. The next morning, as I was tidying up prior to business hours, we suddenly got a visit from the mailman.
すみません。お荷物お届けに参りました。
Hi! Oh, cool, thanks! I set my broom against the wall and headed over to accept
これ
it.
とこれとあとこれと。
Whoa. He dashed in and out, carrying in a new box each time. Oh, that's sure a lot of packages. I stared at the newly built tower of boxes. We received deliveries fairly often, and by we, I mean Cinderella, but never 6 at once.
サインお願いします。
Yes, sir. Sure thing. He handed me a stack of forms and a pen, and I signed my name as indicated. Here you are.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, did I sign my name, or did I sign, like, my name? Oh, close. I didn't mean to hit that. Once I'd handed the forms back, the delivery man smiled and left. Now then. I put my hands on my hips and stared at the mailing label on the first box. All for Cinderella, huh? No surprise there. Oh, these things are heavy. Frankly, the thought of having to make 6 entire round trips to the stairs made me want to go back to bed. This is what I get for cutting corners. In order to save myself a few trips, I decided to carry multiple boxes at the same time, but this is quickly proving to be a mistake. Not only were they heavy as bricks, but I couldn't even see in front of me. Just as I was staggering up the stairs...
何やってんだよ。
Help! They're heavy! No, my prayers are answered! The next thing I knew, I could see ahead of me again. There stood Cinderella holding the rest of the boxes. Thanks. These packages arrived for you, by the way.
わかってるよ。わざわざ上に持ってこなくても 俺に言えばいいだろ。
You would've? I tilted my head and he looked at me dubiously.
それはあれか。俺が自分の荷物も運ばねえような野郎だと言いたいのか。
Maybe. Why, whatever do you mean? Hehe.
おほー。いい度胸だな。覚えてろよ。
After I returned to the first floor... Ow! Cinderella jogged down the stairs, marched straight over to me, and pinched my cheek. Rude! What's the big rush?
変な顔。
He's totally already in love with her. Don't tease me! Even I could tell I looked stupid, and sounded even stupider for that matter.
これは俺が運んでおくから、あんたは別のことやってろよ。
He let go of my cheek and picked up the entire stack of remaining boxes. Evidently, he was a lot stronger than I'd realized. Thank you! I went and fetched my broom. And then I hopped on it and took off. Pachoo!
おう。
I do want to know what's inside the boxes, but also it's not my business. It's not my business. I shouldn't be greedy, but also I want to know. I want to know. Please show me what's in the boxes that you ordered to here. I want to see. Yes, I want to know. Actually, I was wondering. I called after him as he walked off.
なんだよ。
What'd you buy? He turned and shot me another dubious look. What's in them anyway? How come they're so heavy?
別にいいだろう。あんたには関係ねえよ。
Boo. Alright, never mind. Sorry. Now, where was I? Just as I decided to go back to my work...
おい、ちょっと待て。
What? Cinderella stopped me. What's up? He set the boxes down and waved me over. I walked over and crouched down beside him.
そういや、そうだった。
What? With a grin, he started ripping off the packaging tape. And then pulled out a neatly folded bundle of cloth.
ほらよ。
Oh? He promptly handed it to me. Cloth? What is this? I unfolded what appeared to be a dress? Wow, it's so cute! This was no ordinary dress either. It was styled like a kimono, yet it only came down to my mid-thigh with frills adorning the hem. That sounds adorable! I'm
う
gonna
ちに制服っ
perish.
てなかったろ。いつまでも私服にエプロンじゃかっこつかねえからな。
It's my uniform! This is my uniform! Oh my gosh, it's so fancy! The thought hadn't even occurred to me. To me, uniforms were another crucial element of any cafe worth its salt.
だろう。ほら、着替えに行ってこい。で、俺に見せろ。
Maid au café. Okay. As I happily skipped off to my room, I'll put on the kimono. Perfect. After checking myself in the mirror 20 times because I kept getting distracted by looking at my cute self, I headed back out to Cinderella. Once I returned... Ta-da! What do you think? I struck a pose. Cha-ching! The three brothers had all gathered in the dining area. And they were all wearing uniforms too. What? Is that a good woe or a bad woe? Guys?
おー、似合うじゃねえか。
At least someone's giving me some feedback. Thank you, Cindy. What, Gretel? Do you not like wearing a bow tie? Bow ties are cool. Meanwhile, I had received some mixed signals. You mean it? Thank you. I decided to respond to the only to the most positive reaction I had received.
ああ、ちょっと動いてみろよ。
Okay. Whee! This prompting, I spun around on the spot. As I did, my skirt fluttered with emotion. How cute!
思った通りだ。いいな。
Okay, that's kind of cute. What? What's your problem, Gretel? I'm cute. Please tell me I'm cute. I love your face.
なんだよ。さっきからうわうわうわうわうっせえな。
Whoa, 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 whoa. Gretel, please just be making that sound because I'm absolutely adorable and you realize that you're in love with me now.
いいえ、身内からいかにもな犯罪集がするので、
Aw.
ドン引いていた次第です。
Gretel, you don't think I'm cute though? Like, just say I'm cute. Boo.
犯罪集？
Debauchery. Are you saying it looks bad? I looked up at Gretel with concern. At this point, my self-esteem was starting to take a hit.
誤解しないでください。その服はあなたに似合っていますし、可愛いと思います。
だろ？
が、あえてこの服を選んだ兄さんのセンスを疑いますね。
No. Would you have preferred to pick out a dress for me instead?
なんだよ。可愛いだろ？てか、可愛いってさっき言ったじゃねえか。
ええ。まあ可愛いですよ。可愛いですけど、なぜこれをあえて選んだのか疑問が尽きないですね。
To show off my legs. They're my best asset.
ちなみに、これはオーダーものですか？それともその筋の店から購入したものでしょうか？
は？オーダーメイドに決まってんだろ。
Oh, then does that mean you know my measurements? Excuse me. When have you been eyeing my body that intently? Gretel put a hand to his forehead and stared up at the ceiling.
なんだよ。
まず、そのスカート。
Gretel pointed at my legs. Cha-ching! What about it? I held it up by the hem.
短い。絶妙に短いです。下品にならない程度に短いのがまたとなくいやらしい。しかも生足ですよ、生足。普通ここはニーソでしょ。
Knee-high or thigh-high socks with like a mini skirt kimono. That would be so cute! Gretel, your tastes are impeccable.
はあ？にーそ？お前センスねえな。オタクかよ。
No, but it's good! There's a reason why it's a staple! Cinderella scoffed. Boo earns.
これは着物だぞ、着物。着物には素足って昔から決まってんだよ。あと一応旅履かせてんじゃねえか。
I mean, okay, but still.
防寒対策としては無意味なくらい短いですけどね。だいたいミニスカートに生足というところが
Oh
兄
no!
さんの煩悩全開というんです。
He has a leg fetish. Oh no! Also, I love how my Abby reacts every time the dogs bark in the backyard, so it just looks like I'm barking. Burf.
分かってねえな。いいか、生足こそナチュラル系の基本なんだよ。せっかく持って生まれたいい足を布で隠すなんて邪道だろうが。
Oh god, he really does have a leg fetish. The fuck?
何ですかナチュラル系って。これのどこがナチュラルなんですか？ナチュラルなのは生足だけで、他の部分は完全にナチュラルの真逆言ってるでしょうが。
そこがいいんだよ。上はかっちり、下はさらす。それでこそ足の魅力が引き立つってもんだ。
Is this conversation really happening right now?
季節を考えてください。冬ですよ、冬。冬に生足とか寒々しいでしょ。
Yeah, that's also important. I should have a winter uniform and then a summer uniform.
冬だからこそいいんだろう。寒さに震えながらおしゃれのために足出してる女が可愛いんだよ。
It's not sexy to see someone cold and freezing to death, Cindy.
お前だって冬にアイスばっか食ってんじゃねえか。
That's a completely different situation.
はあ？冬にアイスこそおつなものなんですよ。夏はすぐ溶けますが、冬はそう簡単に溶けない。それに暖かい部屋で食べるアイスは現代が生み出した至高の贅沢です。
That's a good combo. In a nice toasty room with the ice cream and the cozy, and you wear a sweater and you're just all like, yeah.
何が至高の贅沢だ。てめえは季節に関係なく食ってんじゃねえか。
Ice cream's good. I wish I could have some right now, though.
食べたい時に食べて何が悪いんですか？
If you can has it, has it.
食いすぎなんだよ。冷蔵庫にチョコとアイスとプリンが数種類常備されてるとかアホか。チョコレートくらい自分の部屋に置いとけ。
No.
要冷蔵のチョコレートなんですよ。ショコラティエが魂を込めて作った芸術品なんです。その辺で売っている安い板チョコと同じにしないでください。
Hershey's bar. Get it? I love this. I feel like we're starting to get off track. Yeah, no, we're definitely off track. What do you think, Snow White? I decided to ask the person most likely to have an objective head. Red fetish-free opinion.
俺は似合っていればいいと思うけど。
Yeah, so long as the aesthetic is there. Well, does it?
可愛いよ。
Hell yeah. Snow said I'm cute. Thank you. I feel like I forced it out of him, but oh well, a compliment's a compliment.
それにしても、よくサイズが分かったね。
Yeah, that's what I was getting at earlier, is how did he know my measurements? He gestured at my dress. Now that I think about it, this thing really does fit me to a T. Just then Cinderella flinched.
そりゃ
Care to explain?
そりゃ
その目算でだな。
You eyeballed it. It as in my body. You eyeballed my body for how long? To figure it out.
うわうわ
Yeah, no, that's a mood, Gretel. That's a fucking mood. How long did you eyeball it? Gretel looked acutely disgusted.
なんだよ。別にいいだろ。
I mean, you could have just done the natural thing and been like, hey, I want to get uniforms for the cafe, but I want them custom made. Will you come with me to the tailor shop so they can take your measurements for the uniform?
よくはないね。
You've been ogling me. Cinderella fell silent.
兄さん、くれぐれも従業員に手なんて出さないでくださいね。セクハラですから。あ、いやまあこの制服の時点でセクハラか。なでかわしい。
Disgusting.
いいだろ。ここは俺の店だ。俺の趣味で決めて何が悪い。
Oh my god, did you really just say that, Cindy?
認めましたね。ああ、嫌だ嫌だ。これだから足フェチは。
ああ、これだから甘党のお子様は適度に細く白く伸びた足の良さがわからねえとは かわいそうにね。
And just like that, they were bickering again.
そろそろ時間だ。お店の用意をしよう。
Okay. Yeah. And so began my first day of wearing my new uniform on the job. Da 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 da. Snow's uniform is so cute. A few days later. Thanks for waiting. Here's your Earl Grey. We appreciate your frequent patronage. The uniform was a big hit with the customers, and as such, we'd been slammed for several days in a row. The more I worked, the faster the days flew by. Before I knew it, I started to forget all about those pesky, inconvenient truths. But that didn't last long.
店員さん、こっちもお願いします。
Oh, I think I recognize that voice. Do you guys?
店員さん、こっちもお願いします。
I think I know who that be. Sure thing. Be right there. Once I'd relayed my current order to the kitchen, I headed off to take another. Sorry for the wait. What'll you have today? As soon as I realized who it was, I froze in my tracks.
せやな。どれも美味しそうで迷ってんねん。店員さんのおすすめとかあらへんの？
Kaguya, I've missed you so much. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh, what a sight for sore eyes. Baby. I love him so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. He said it all with a perfectly straight face, almost as though he wasn't expecting me to recognize him, but I most certainly did. I usually order the royal milk tea and a scone. Simple, straightforward, and delicious. I rattled off my textbook response like a robot, hiding my face behind my order pad.
ほな、それで。
Okay. Thank you. So that's one royal milk tea and one scone. Anything else today? Just then he grabbed me by the wrist and lowered the ordering pad, exposing my face.
あ、それと最後に大事なもんを。かわいいかわいいひいさんの笑顔、一つください。
I missed that. Pop it. It's so fucking cute. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm hoping things don't get complicated, but things are gonna get complicated. Let's be real, it's an otome game. What are you doing here, Kaguya? I miss you. On my break, I met up with Kaguya out front, where he had been waiting for me.
久しぶりやな。元気しとった？久々にひいさんの顔をがめて僕幸せやわ。
Yeah, it's so good to see you. I love you. What are you doing here?
ひいさん、ずいぶんあの店に馴染んどったな。その制服もめっちゃ可愛いやん。めちゃめちゃ似合っとるで。
I love the way he talks. In contrast to my anger, Kaguya was all smiles and compliments. Don't change the subject. I glared at him sharply. Oh, I know. I want you to be happy boy forever. I'm sorry. His smile stiffened. Oops. Maybe I should tone it down a bit. Are you here to take me home? I furrowed my brows.
ちゃうちゃう。今回来たのは様子見や。そりゃ大事な大事なひいさんがいなくなったら困る人なんてぎょうさんおるしな。
Oh, he's so cute. We? Do my parents know I'm here?
知っとるで。
Oh, shit. I knew it. Not that I blamed Kaguya for telling them. He couldn't lie to his employers, after all. So why haven't they ordered me home?
様子を見て判断するってのがおかみさんからの命令や。せやから今は見逃されてるっちゅう話やな。
Oh, this is gonna get complicated. I'm gonna have to tell him the truth. At this, I breathed a sigh of relief. At the very least, it seemed they weren't going to have me boldly. No, bodily. Sorry, I was leaning back and my eyes were not sure what the shape of the word was. But yeah, not being dragged from the building. For now, anyway.
ちなみに今日僕が来たのは誰の命令でもなくて、ほんまにヒーさんの顔が見たかっただけで、それにほら、ヒーさんも僕らのこといろいろ引っかかってたやろうし。
I miss you too, Kaguya. Yeah, you know, it wasn't cool of you to disappear on me like that. Thinking back on it now, it was a little more than a funny memory. At the time, however, I was scared out of my wits.
あの時はほんますみませんでした。
He bowed politely. Personally, I didn't see any reason for him to apologize. Why, you ask? It's okay. In the end, you helped me get closer to Cinderella. He didn't reply. Instead, he smiled knowingly. Did you leave me here on purpose, knowing this would happen? It was something I'd been wondering for a while. Something I'd been wondering for quite some time. While I would never question his loyalty to me as my servant, I knew he was too smart for his own good. Thus, it was possible he'd sensed that what I'd felt for Cinderella from the first moment I laid eyes on him.
まさか、僕はそこまで器用やないです。
He shook his head, smiling. Okay.
まあ、いずれは正式に迎えに来なあかんけど、今はヒーさんの好きにしたらええよ。
Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to tell Cindy. He gently pressed a hand to my hair. Got it. Thanks for everything, Kaguya. For a moment, as he stroked my hair, I felt as though I'd gone back to my old pampered self. But just then, uh-oh.
ああ、もうヒーさんは可愛いな。
All of a sudden, he pulled me into a big hug. Where'd this come from? He smelled so good, and it made my heart flutter.
そりゃ、ヒーさんが可愛いからに決まってるやんか。
Sure, but I still appreciate a little advance notice. As I shifted awkwardly in his embrace, he suddenly put his lips to my ear.
シンデレラさんに見られとるんや。
What? Are you really doing this while he's watching? Huh? What's he doing out here? And why would he be watching us? I wanted to turn and look, but I was still stuck in Kaguya's arms.
このままじーっとしとき。僕と君が関係してるってバレたら、あそこにいられなくなるで。
He's so close. he's so close. Just the whispering in the ear, my brain is like, ah, do it some more, please. Fuck. Right, okay. I put my hands on his chest. Wait, I feel like this will have the opposite effect.
あれ、バレた。
You did it on purpose, you brat. He smiled mischievously. Good grief. Just as I pushed him away. Oh.
そこで何してる？
Uh-oh, someone's getting jelly. Oh, next thing I knew, someone had seized Kaguya by the shoulder and pushed him away from me. Don't hurt Kaguya, he's my precious boy. And that someone was, to the surprise of no one, Cinderella. Oh, so surprised. When did you get here? This was no hallucination. It was undeniably him. Whoa. Before I could even ask him what he was doing here, Cinderella grabbed my hand and pulled me toward him. Feels like I'm being yanked around all over the place today.
こいつはうちの店員だ。ちょっかい出さないでくれませんかね、お客様。
My employee! My employee! You can't have her! Back off, Buster! He sounded angry.
兄ちゃん怖いな。別にちょっとくらい触ってもええやん。
I could listen to Kaguya talk all day. I love him so much. The way his accent is so charming and so adorable. I love it. I love him. It's so cute. One more time.
兄ちゃん怖いな。別にちょっとくらい触ってもええやん。なあ。
Nah. I love Kaguya. In comparison, Kaguya was perfectly laid back. Sandwiched between two hot guys. I was having some technical difficulties. It almost feels like they're fighting over me. Oh, wow. That's a feeling. Wait, I don't think Cinderella realizes who he is.
うちはそういう安い店じゃねえんだよ。おい、行くぞ。
Okay. Right? Secretly, bye, Kaguya! Love you! Kisses! And so Cinderella dragged me off.
バイバイ。またな。
Matana! He's so cute. Behind us, I could hear Kaguya's lilting voice calling out to me. Goodbye, sweet precious boy. Also, if you're here and I'm here, who's manning the store? Are we going back to the cafe? Please tell me we're going back to the cafe and we're not leaving your brothers to take care of everything. They will hate me. Cinderella walked ahead of me, still pulling me by the hand. Once we'd put some distance between ourselves and Kaguya, his long, furious strides slowed to a more gentle pace, and one that I could keep up with. Meanwhile, he stayed silent. As did I.
あんた、あいつと付き合ってんのか。
Oh, now you take an interest in my life? I'm just kidding. What? No! I struggled to keep my voice level.
じゃあ、好きだったのか。
You mean, was he a booty call? Man, I wish! I mean, where are you getting this idea?
聞こえたんだよ。好きだとかどうとか言ってたじゃねえか。
No, he didn't. He was saying I could do as I fancy. Nothing at all about him having feelings for me. Evidently, Cinderella had completely misheard us. Thanks a lot, Kaguya, you jerk. You jerk, you caused some problems.
あんなヘラヘラした野郎のどこがいいんだ。趣味悪いな。
Someone's jealous, someone's jealous. Kaguya's so cute though, don't you think? And he's like, no, he's not cute at all. He's dumb. I'll have you know, Kaguya is a very kind person. I scowled. Misunderstanding or no, I wasn't about to let Cinderella badmouth my servant. My best friend, my buddy, my childhood crush.
ああ、そうかよ。なら、あいつのところに行けばいいだろう。
He relinquished his grip on my hand. Oh, he's that kind of jealous baby, huh? Why are you so mad about this?
怒ってねえよ。ただ、俺の店の従業員が休憩中に男に誘われてフラフラしてるのが気になっただけだ。
Are you sure that's it? That's all? There's nothing more than that? Were you worried about me?
サボられたら困るからな。
I was on break. I am legally allowed break. So that's why you tailed me during my break?
せめて追いかけてきたって言えよ。
You are a stalker. Fine. So that's why you followed me?
たまたま通りかかっただけだ。
Oh, yeah, totally. With that, he looked away. Oh, dear. It was starting to sound an awful lot like Cinderella was jealous of Kaguya. What, does Cindy want a hug too? Would you like a hug? I knew it couldn't possibly be true, and yet I couldn't stop myself from smiling.
だいたい あんたがヘラヘラしてるから勘違いするやつが出てくるんだよ。
Smiling is the key to good customer service, unfortunate though it may be. Besides, I thought you said my smile's only worth 10 points.
10点の笑顔でほだされる安くてバカな男であんたは満足なのか？
The dumber they are, the easier it is to get them wrapped around my little finger, you know.
お前は悪女か？扱いやすい男なんてつまんねえだろ。
I have never had that happen before in my life, so yes, when that happens, it's very amusing. Just saying. Click. It plays to my maternal instincts, Cinderella. It's cute to see a man unabashedly dote on someone.
ガキのくせに。
Need I remind you, I'm technically legal.
そういうセリフはもっと色気が出てから言った方が説得力があるんだよ。
Says the man who bought me a mini skirt.
言われてんのか？
Listen, you pervert. Slut-shamed? What a joke. I've never had a romantic relationship in all my life. I made sure to casually mention the fact that I was single. Alright, fine. I admit, perhaps I don't have the right to say until I have the life experience to back it up.
あ、そう。
Out of interest, how many points would it take to buy you?
もちろん100点に決まってるだろうが。
Lame. And what am I at right now?
40点だ。
Yay! My score went up! I clapped my hands together.
そこで喜ぶのかよ。
Well, it went from 10 to 40. That's a pretty big jump. Of course, who wouldn't be? My points just went up. Cinderella snorted. Then after a moment, he turned on his heel.
おい、行くぞ。
Oh, good. You're not going to continue to abandon your brothers. Okay. And so I hurried after him. Cinderella's story. I was so goddamn annoyed. Why, you ask? Thanks for waiting. Wow, there's so many customers.
待ってたよ、アリスちゃん。アリスちゃんがいないと困るよ。ちっとも注文取りに来ないしさ。
Sorry about that.
二人してどこに行ってたんですか？早く手伝ってください。僕たち二人だけじゃこの人数さばききれません。
See, I knew they were struggling. Sorry, I'll be ready in a jiffy. Because I was being played by a wily fox who liked to pretend she was a ditz. Let's get out there, Cinderella.
No.
I was never planning to tail her. I didn't care who she was or why she was here. It was all just a game that wasn't meant to last. She could disappear at any given time, and I wouldn't care in the slightest. At least, I thought I wouldn't care. So why is it that I went looking for her once I noticed she was gone? Surely even she knew that this magic spell would someday be broken. Once upon a time, I remembered we lived in a big fancy mansion with fancy furniture and fancy parties every night. I lived a classy life with my classy parents. They bought me everything I wanted and let me do whatever I liked. For as long as I can remember, I'd always thought of myself as special. My family was rich. I had better than average looks and was the firstborn. And as the firstborn, I was expected to inherit the family business. I was playing life on easy mode, and a bright, shining future was waiting for me, or so I thought. My world sparkled like glass. But one day, I learned that the glass was fragile. One wrong move, and it would shatter into 1,000 pieces. My father was an influential man. Everywhere he went, people flocked to his side. But once his back was turned, those same people would curse his name.
成金風情が調子に乗りやがって。
Oh.
金さえなければこっちだって付き合わないわよ。
They didn't like my father for who he was as a person. They only liked the idea of him, in other words, his wealth. Our lives were so decadent and happy. Fancy clothes, pretty jewelry, extravagant banquets. All made possible with the power of money. No brains, no talent, no problem, as long as you had the cash. Money was magic. Oh.
こんな夜更けに何をしてるの？
別に何も。お前は？
別に何も。
ほら、俺が入れた紅茶だ。飲めよ。どう？
Sorry, I cut him off.
別に毒なんか入っちゃいねえよ。
知ってる。
あいつ、毎日お前の分の飯までちゃんと用意してるぞ。
それも知ってる。けど、だからといってどうすることもできない。
ま、お前の好きにすればいいさ。別に無理をする必要なんざねえんだからな。
二人してお茶会ですか？僕を誘わないだなんて兄弟なのに水臭いじゃありませんか。
He's so cute.
めんどくさいのが起きてきやがった。
No, I'm the drama queen. Me.
失礼ですね。僕にも兄さんの入れたクソまずい紅茶をください。
お前は一言も二言も多いんだよ。ほらよ。
どうも。久しぶりですね。こうして3人集まってお茶を飲むだなんて。
まあな。今はあいつがいるからな。
彼女が来て2週間。短いようだけど、長い間一緒にいるみたいに馴染んでる。確かに、彼女の存在は大きいです。
うん。彼女はよく働いてる。
面倒なので率直に言いますが、彼女をどう思います？
変わっているね。
俺もほぼ同意見だ。それに加えて何を考えているのかわからないだな。
じゃあ僕は口達者で生意気も追加で。
これじゃまるでいいとこなしだな。
And yet I'd say thank you to all of it.
でも、言い方を変えれば、ミステリアスで頭がいいになる。
Oh, I'm a woman of mystery.
おお、一気にいい女っぽくなったな。
兄さん、いつまでこんな茶番を続ける気？
Oh.
茶番？
この2週間のことですよ。具体的には彼女をここに置いてやる気もなかった喫茶店をやり始めたり。
そんなの飽きるまでだよ。
だったら彼女が自分の正体を明かした時が終わりというわけだ。
Uh-oh.
シンデレラ兄さんが彼女のことを気に入っているのは彼女が謎めいているからじゃないんですか？
彼女がミステリアスでバカじゃないから、兄さんは彼女に惹かれる。
はあ？惹かれてねえよ。
ならなぜ彼女を連れ戻しに行ったんですか？あのチャラそうな関西弁と親しげな様子でしたけど。
Hey, don't talk about Kaguya like that. He's my boy.
教育的指導だ。経営者としては当然だろ。
その割にはイライラしてたね。
Mm-hmm.
煩わしいのが嫌いだからな。
まあそういうことにしておいてあげますけど、彼女の化けの皮が剥がれた瞬間、あなたは勝手に幻滅するんでしょうね。
そうかもしれねえな。 そりゃ俺は楽しいことが好きだからな。あいつが俺に刺激を与え続ける限り俺は退屈せずに済む。バカか利口かと聞かれたらあいつは利口な方だ。だからこそ言わない、喋らない。だがな、そんなことは永遠には続かない。永遠なんて存在しないんだからな。あいつにほだされてるのは俺じゃなくてお前らだろ。じゃあな、あんまり夜更かしすんなよ。明日もしっかりと働いてもらうからな。
だって見透かされてるよ、グレーテル。
やっぱりこの紅茶まずいな。
That's cause it's not the real tea!
一度本物を知ってしまえば偽物は口にできなくなるさ。
Okay, back to game. Today I felt like a hunter waiting to ensnare my prey. Oh, there he is. You see him? Gotta get him.
またサンドイッチか。相変わらず使えんやつだ。
The door opened and my target took the bait. Gotcha! Now then, Alice, today is the day you're gonna let me clean your room! I cackled evilly, my grasp fully secured on his arm. Oh. He's choking. He's choking. He's choking.
お断りだ。くそ、トラップを仕掛けるとはな。
Everything's a trap when it is involving with me. Hey! He flung me off, dashed into his room, and was about to shut the door. I don't think so! Ow. I slid my right arm and foot between the gap, preventing the door's closure and also bruising the flesh. Meanwhile, Alice probably felt like he was in some sort of horror movie. Here's tea! But to me, this was a war between two ideologically opposed forces. Oh, it wasn't a trap. I just hid around the corner and waited for you to leave your room to collect your food, which I positioned a few inches farther than usual. That's...
それをトラップと言うんだ。最低最悪腹黒し終わるんだ。いいか。僕は君のそういう基本、小賢しくて小ずるくて自分本位なところがとんでもなく嫌みったらしくてたまらなく大嫌いだか。
Oh, that was a mouthful. Did you run out of air or did I shove the door open? The instant I let go of the door, it slammed shut and Alice plowed face first into it.
おい、いきなり話すな。おかげで僕の鼻が潰れるところだった。謝罪と賠償を要求するぞ。
Nope, that's your own problem. Your own fault. Sure enough, the door opened again, and there stood Alice, his hand over his nose. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Anything broken?
君は相変わらずウルトラ級のバカだな。大丈夫なわけないだろ。だいたいな、謝って済むなら警察や司法はいらないんだよ。というわけで、賠償はそうだな。とりあえずここにある朝食を置いて君が僕の前から消え去るだけでいい。
No. As he ranted on and on, he snatched his sandwich from the tray of the nearby table.
これで許してやるんだから安いもんだ。まったく、本当に僕は人がいい。あーくそ、鼻が痛い。
鼻が痛い。ちょっと待っててね。Wait. Once again, I stuck my limbs through the door of the gap to keep it open.
鼻 掃除などお断りだ。何度言ったらわかる。
Using his free hand, he attempted to pry me off the door. But in terms of raw strength, I had the upper hand. This is the first time I'm hearing of it, considering you never responded to my notes.
君は本当にバカだな。それが答えだとなぜ気づかない。少しでも気があったらとっくの昔に返事を出しているに決まっているだろう。
I'm sorry, in my contract, radio silence is an agreement to the terms and conditions.
それともあれか、わざと気づいてないふりをして僕に嫌がらせをしているのか。本当に君は心底性格が悪いな。全く感心するよ。第一、僕がお部屋に住もうが君には関係ないだろう。分かったらとっとと朝食だけ置いて出ていけ。
But I want to see in your room. Dirty rooms can pose a sanitary hazard to the rest of the building. That puts the burden on the property owner to solve the issue.
なら、僕の部屋がお部屋であるという証拠はあるのか?
In surprise inspection. Can you prove that it's not dirty?
またお得意のへりくつか。君と不毛な議論を交わす気はない。いいか、この部屋の世帯主は僕だ。たとえ大家でも特別な条件下でなければ勝手に部屋に入ってはいけないという決まりがあるんだよ。
Oh no, there's a fire in your waste bin. Oh, it's an emergency. I gotta come inside now. Well, then I'd like you to make sure it's clean.
嫌だ、以上だ。ほら、答えたぞ。さっさと手を離せ。
Look, I see where you're coming from on this, but it's been 2 weeks now since I moved in and you haven't once left your room.
それが君の本音だろ。
Yep.
認めたな、腹黒。余計なお世話だ。いや、違うな。迷惑なんだよ。あと思い出したが、最近ちょっと朝食に手を抜きすぎじゃないか。朝食が店の余り物だということに僕が気づかないとでも思ったか。
Oh man, it's if only you could leave your room to get something better. I never give you the same thing twice though. Plus, you said you're hashtag team bread or whatever, so I figured you'd like it.
いいわけないだろうが。君はバカか。いくら僕がパンを愛するパン党パン派だとしても、こう毎食サンドイッチを出されれば飽きるに決まっている。料理の手抜きは万死に値する。
It's funny that you think you can hurt me with your crap argument. In that case, would you like to come downstairs and eat with the rest of us? We're having sweet and sour chicken with rice.
この僕に離党しろというのか。ここに来てくら替えしろというのか。
You're bread people. But rice is so good. You'll never get sick of it. Especially if you add a little goat cheese and some lemon. Ooh, delightful.
誘惑するな。僕は温かい団らんとか共同作業とかそういうものが大嫌いなんだ。
But a group project.
みんなで仲良くいただきますとか言いたくないからあえてのぼっち飯を選択しているんだ。
You don't have to. Snow doesn't say anything, and he doesn't even eat. Well, at least you're eating, I guess. Good for you.
死ぬからな。
It's not healthy to stay cooped up in your room, though. You need exercise.
僕をその辺にいる BMI 指数20以上のデブどもと一緒にしないでくれ。
I'm offended.
僕は全国の乙女が聞いたら発狂するくらいのどれだけ食べても運動しなくても太らないスマート体型だぞ。
What are you talking about? 2024 is a healthy BMI.
バカめ。痩せて見えるモデル体型は18から19が基本なんだよ。それ以下はキモいし、それ以上は僕にとってデブだ。
That's unhealthy and offensive. Exercise isn't just about losing weight. You need to go out in the sun or else your body won't absorb enough calcium.
それはあれか。兄、僕があれだと言いたいのか。それは僕は平均より若干、いや、ごくごく微妙に少しだけ足りてないかもしれんが、僕の体は未だ成長過程にある。
Now, I'm pretty sure that's as tall as you're ever gonna get, Alice, because you decided not to grow.
やはり君は僕の敵だ。早く話せ。
Bye, Shorty. I can't, or else you'll slam the door on my fingers. Plus, you might smack your nose again, and your food will end up on the floor.
そう言って油断させる気だろ。君の浅はかな策略などお見通しなんだよ。
I swear, I'm really not. Okay, on the count of 3, let's both stop pushing, okay? 1, 2, 3! The next instant, the air was filled with the sound of splintering wood. Oh.
おい、朝っぱらから何やってるんだ？あ、
Naturally, who should happen across the scene but the worst possible person? ごめんね。
なんだ、意外に綺麗じゃねえか。
Ha ha ha! Cinderella peered into Alice's room, mildly impressed. As for his door, well, we kind of accidentally tore it off its hinges.
意外には余計だ。僕が掃除もできない、片付けもできない、何も捨てられないダメ人間だとでも思ったのか？
Yeah, actually. I mean, no, I wasn't thinking that at all. Very yes. The answers are yes and yes. Did you think Alice was a disgusting slob? Yes. Actually, very yes. I'm saying very yes because I'm very vindictive right now. He's mean.
答えるな。君の考えなどお見通しだ。どうせはいおはイエスとか肯定しか君の選択肢にはなかったんだろ。ああ、そうだ。君はそういう嫌味な人間だ。
He knows me so well. He pointed his finger in my face. That's not true.
おいおい、後ろにカッコ棒をつけ忘れているぞ。カッコ嘲笑。
かっこ嘲笑。
だいたいこんなことになったのも全部君のせいだ。やっぱりあの時嘘をついていたんだろ。何がせーのだ。危うく君に騙されて手を離して鼻ペチャのへちゃむくれにされるところだったぞ。
I wasn't lying. The door just coincidentally happened to fall off its hinges on the count of 3.
じゃあこの件はいわゆる不可抗力というやつか。異論は大いにあるが、まあこの際何でもいい。いいか、二人で口裏を合わすぞ。これはあくまでも不幸な事故だったんだ。あいつにはそれで押し通す。よし。
つーかお前ら、さっきから好き勝手にギャーギャー騒いでいるが、この状況理解してんだろうな。
Cindy's upsetty spaghetti. So we humbly prostrated ourselves before our mighty landlord.
ごめんなさい。
ごめんなさい。
とりあえず、彼女が嫌がる僕を無理やりどうにかしようと扉をこじ開けたんです。
Don't victim blame. That's not what we agreed on. I'm sorry. I could argue the point with them all I liked, but at the end of the day, it was my fault the door was damaged. Which meant I needed to pay the price for my crime.
ああ、どうしてくれるんだよこれ。弁償。
I'm really sorry. I'll fix it later. I promise. And if I can't, I'll pay for a new one.
できるのかよ。
I'll work hard and save up the money. I flexed my bicep.
それ、元は俺の金だし。巡り巡って俺に返ってくるわけか。
It's money that I earned. Still my money. Once you pay me, it's my money.
とりあえず、体で返すってことだな。
誤解が生じる言い方だな。まるで借金の方に売られていく町娘を彷彿とさせるスケベ発言だ。
Alice,
セクハラで訴えられるぞ。
you can't sue him for harassing me. I'm the one who sues if I'm being harassed.
お前もだよ、アリス。
僕がなぜ君に体を売らなければならないんだ。うわっ、ドワッときたぞ、ドワッと。
Cinderella smacked him over the head.
労働力で返せってんだよ。もう一度ぶん殴られたいのか。
Yes.
すみませんでした、シンデレラさん。
たく。
Um.
なあ。そういえば。
そういえば。やっぱり君にとって扉のことなどどうでも。
Cinderella's just like, I've had enough of you. Please shut the fuck up. Cinderella put a hand over Alice's mouth. Evidently, he sensed that the conversation was going nowhere fast. Oh dear. Alice is starting to turn blue. I sure hope he's okay.
まあいい。とりあえずこれは貸しだ。許してやるよ。
Oh, reverse trump card. You mean it?
まあな。俺って優しいだろ。
Oh, so nice. You're a saint.
だろう。ま、これは貸しだからな。貸しはいつか返すもんだ。いいか俺が返せって言った時に返せよ。
Oh, how
これはあ
the
んたたちに対する俺の切り札だ。
oh how the my cord is with the ball now. He seemed rather fixated on the idea of me owing him. Then I realized I'd already done the same thing to him twice. Once when he saw me naked and once when I shielded him. This is your revenge, isn't it?
まあな。
The debt thing must have really bothered him. So, what do we do about the door? Also, I just realized the doors look like chocolate bars. I glanced over where it stood, leaning against the wall.
ああ、とりあえず放っておけばいい。その扉、もともと立て付けが悪かったんだよ。
Alice, are you blushing? Alice? What are you blushing about? Are you just gonna pass out? Is Cinderella still covering your mouth? What? I was so baffled I could barely speak. What did he just say? It didn't fit on the hinges. Which means... Okay, yeah, Cindy was blushing because he was starting to get red-faced from lack of air. Finally freed from Cinderella's grasp, Alice's face had flushed beet red from the, you know, lack of oxygen. Click.
騙してはねえよ。ただ、事前に言ってなかっただけだ。
That in itself is the essence of a trick.
詐欺だ。
Scam artist! The two of us pointed at him with accusatory stares on our faces.
俺の家を壊したことは事実だろうが、あんたらがくだらねえことをやらなけりゃ外れなかったわけだしな。
Well, unfortunately he had a point.
いいか。これはあくまでも貸しだからな。言ったよな。体で返すってさ。
I don't like the way you're saying that. You're actually pretty crafty. He smirked at me as I clenched my jaw in defeat.
毎日あんたらと一緒にいれば、こっちもこっちでいろいろと対策を取るんだよ。
まだだ。まだ貸しを作ったわけじゃない。要はこの扉を直せばいいんだろ。おい、そっちを持て。二人で直すぞ。
All of a sudden, Alice started barking orders at me. Huh? Oh, okay. I got to my feet, grabbed the door, and together we attempted to fit it back onto its frame. This isn't working too well, is it?
引き戸だったら簡単だったのに、開き戸じゃな。やめだやめ。
Out of nowhere, Alice let go completely. Alice, don't let go! Whoa! Knocked off balance, I started to tip over, but Cinderella caught me in the nick of time. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. He took the door from me and set it back against the wall.
おい、アリス!
What? Yes? I raised my hand like I was being called on.
あんたじゃねえよ。お約束なボケをかますな。 お前だよ、お前。そこのふんぞり返ってるお前だ。
なあ、もういいよ、借りで。はいはい、借りはいつか返すんだろ。返す返す。
Wow. He seems so concerned. Alice was sprawled out on the hallway floor, lounging as he ate his sandwich. Great. Now I'm gonna have to sweep those crumbs, sweep up those crumbs later.
相変わらず腹立つ言い方しかしねえな。
君たちの目は節穴か。僕に体力仕事など向いているわけないだろう。第一、僕は朝食もまだ済ませていないんだ。腹が減っては戦もできぬということわざもあるだろう。
You've got a fucking argument for everything, don't you, kiddo? Then why don't you come downstairs and...
嫌だ。
In the end, I invited Alice into my room, if only to keep him from making a mess in my freshly cleaned hallway.
ここが君の部屋か。
Yep. He looked around the furnishings and then shrugged his shoulders with a sigh.
少女趣味だな。
I wasn't the one who decorated it.
今はいいかもしれないが、これが20代後半の独身女にでもなってみろ。途端に虚しくなるぞ。ましてや30オーバーなんぞ話にならんな。いかにも男にモテない売れ残りの部屋だ。
There's nothing wrong with being a spinster. Keep your misogyny to yourself. Every woman is still a girl at heart.
ヘドが出る。そうやって自分を甘やかすから根気が遅れるんだ。
But what if I don't want marriage?
どんなに容姿が良かろうと悪かろうと、ババアの少女趣味は痛い。ちなみにこれに片付けられないがつくと倍率ドンだ。
Wow, you are garbage. Friendship with Alice ended. Haha. It was becoming readily apparent why Alice didn't have a girlfriend, honestly.
俺はなんだ。
Oh, that's, Alice had found the little glass ornament Cinderella had given to me as a gift.
ガラス細工か。へったくそだな。よほど才能がない手先が不器用な人間が作った。
Of course he's gonna say something mean about it. But it's so cute!
かわいい。これのどこがかわいいんだ。君の目は節穴か。それともあれか。いわゆるキモかわいいってやつか。だいたい僕は鳩という生物が嫌いでね。平和の象徴だとか言われてるが、あんな群れをなして憤慨をまき散らすだけの生物のどこがかわいいのやら。
It is a bird! I was right!
おまけに人に慣れた鳩は遠慮なく、人をバカにしてる態度が君を彷彿とさせてなおのこと腹が立つ。
Thank you. Pigeons are very elegant and perfect creatures, I'll have you know. Nothing about a pigeon is an insult. That's what Rowan says. So you see it as a dove too. I knew it!
Huh?
I wonder why they chose a dove specifically.
僕が知るか。作った本人に聞けばいいだろう。
The guy who made it. Just then, it was as if a veil had been lifted. All this time, I had assumed it was just another trifle Cinderella had purchased, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe he made it himself? Did you make this, Cinderella?
ああ、そうだ。悪かったな、下手くそで。
He's been here this whole time.
あれ？僕下手くそって言ったかな。随分と前衛的な作品だとは言った気がするけれど。
Fucking absolute kiss ass.
別に取り繕わなくてもいい。これが人から見ればただのガラクタだってことは。
I could tell what it was. Is a birdie. Is a little birdie. Sometimes fat round burbs are cute though.
ああ、ほんとど下手くそだな。かろうしてこれが鳩だと判別がついたが、基本的に才能がない。ただおいこら、言ってることとやってることが違うぞ。おいこら、言ってることとやってることが違うぞ。
The absolute clusterfuck of audio that is. Andy. Cinderella had put Alice in a sleeper hold partway through his triad, and now Alice was attempting to tap out.
言い方ってもんがあるんだよ。第一、これはただの趣味だ。趣味に才能はいらねえだ。
Bruv, if you having fun, you have fun.
趣味に才能があったら実利が取れる。これ以上の幸せはあるまい。
Having fun. Having escaped from Cinderella's grasp, Alice went right back into being his usual unpleasant self. I had a front row seat to the ultimate jerk-on-jerk showdown. Or, you know, so I thought.
そうとも限らねえぜ。好きなことをして儲かるかどうかはわからない。そいつの腕次第か職業によるだろう。
Wow. Actual sense coming from Alice? Or, not Alice, Cinderella. God, I'm mixing up my idiots. Yeah, I don't know if artsy stuff is profitable per se.
だろう。だから俺は絶対に手を出さない。憧れない。趣味はあくまでも趣味でしかねえんだよ。
No, I mean, I guess that's fair. Just a hobby? You sure?
そういうものだ。
で、これはなんで鳩なんだ？
造形が簡単だからだろ
う。なるほど。いかにも単純、短絡、単細胞な君らしい選択。
I love Alice getting violently interrupted by Cinderella. Oh, what a shame. Alice looked rather less handsome with Cinderella pinching his cheeks. Does this guy ever learn? Wait, so if you've been doing this for a while, then does that mean there are more of these I haven't seen? And he just collapses. And my question, Cinderella snapped back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity.
No.
Because Cinderella tumbled, because Cinderella let go of Alice and Alice collapsed to the floor, get it? I want to see them! I want to see! Times like these, they say you can catch more flies with honey. I want to see them! I clasped my hands behind my back and batted my lashes at him. Pretty please?
ダメだ。
But I wanna. Yeah, pretty please? I put on my best puppy dog eyes.
わざとらしいんだよ。
But I wanna. Oh, I see. So you'll show me as long as my enthusiasm is believable. In that case, ooh, pick me! I dropped my cutesy act and instead raised my hand like an eager pupil. Ow. He karate chopped me on the head. I guess I was getting a little carried away.
たく、こうなることが分かってたから言わなかったのに。
But I bet they're all cute. I wanna see. Show me.
ってこんな時間だ。おい、店の準備をしないと間に合わねえぞ。
No, I wanna see. Oh, crap. Okay, we gotta hurry.
行くのか?
Did you not just hear that we have to open the cafe? Yeah, so, well, I'd only broken his door by accident. I couldn't exactly ask him to sit around without any privacy in the meantime. Just as I was wondering what to do with him, he suddenly cut in.
別に君がどこに行こうが何をしようが僕に関係なければどうでもいい。ただ、君が僕の部屋の扉を壊したことは僕にとって大いに迷惑であり、なので、とりあえず僕の部屋の扉が治るまでここにいさせてもらうぞ。
Okay.
ああ、ちなみに言っておくが、君と共同生活を送る気はみじんこほどもないのでくれぐれも勘違いしないでくれたまえ。
I don't want to be roommates with you. It's okay.
あくまでも僕は一時避難としてこのメルヘン部屋に仮住まいするだけだからな。
Okay. I don't care. Oh, God, hi. With that, he steered me out of my room. You don't have to get that close. Wait, I have to change clothes in there. Don't! Did he just punch me? But before I could finish, he slammed the door and locked it behind me.
君はバカだな。僕が君の事情など知るわけないだろう。とりあえず鍵を閉めてやったので、入りたければ速やかに早急に素早く修理に取り掛かるようにするんだな。
Okay, I'll just go report it to the landlord so you can get evicted.
あまり時間がかかるようなら、君の大事なものを粉々にするお手伝いをしてやる。
Then I'll just go in your unprotected room and start smashing your shit. It goes both ways, bitch. I feel personally attacked by Alice right now. I could hear his voice through the door, full of contempt, and somehow I could picture his exact expression.
せいぜい頑張れ。
You're the landlord! Do something! Cinderella patted me on the shoulder. You useless piece of garbage. Thanks, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna save it here. That's perfect timing. We're gonna have to call this an end because of the time. A couple minutes over, but that's fine. I was a couple minutes late starting, so I'm just gonna go back to title. And I'm gonna skip through this once it pops up. There we go. My sweet little red. I love him so much. Okay. So that's the end of that. Thank you very much for joining the tea party tonight. I had lots of fun. Kind of. I don't know. I do still feel personally attacked by Alice. But yeah, next stream will be back to Spookies. We're almost done with Paranormal Sight, so we'll have to see what we play next. I might end up playing Deathmark since the sequel's coming out this month, I think. So we'll see. That game really freaks me out, so that might be fun. Alright. Well, good night. I love you all. Thank you for joining. If you are intent on watching some live spooky stuffs on Thursdays and Fridays, it's 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. But otherwise, if you're enjoying things on YouTube, hit a like, hit a subscribe, maybe leave a comment and let me know what your favorite part of the Otome games are, or if you want to suggest a game that you'd like to see. But yeah, thank you for being such sweet attendees of this delightful tea party, and I'm rambling because I don't really know how to end this. So good night, I love you, stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated.